Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 9 of the Road to Glory series here on FIFA 18. We start with a game against Charlton. We are not in good form at all. The past 2 months for us have been very, very poor. We've got Charlton at home. I'll play... Oh no, it's at home. I'll simulate that. And then I've got 2 away games basically. So I'm going to have to simulate... I'm going to have to play, one home game anyway. So I'll play Charlton at home. Then we'll sim Oxford, play Rochdale, play Shrewsbury, and simulate Fleetwood to end the episode and the month. And then the next episode will actually be April and May, because there's only 1 game in May. So don't necessarily want to be having an entire episode dedicated to just a single game, as we go and course a month at a time until we reach the Premier League in this series, which, judging by how this season has gone, may take us a few seasons, but hopefully you guys stick around. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, whether it be this series or, of course, the Southampton series as well. And I'm really hoping we can get some good results today, because by God do we need them. Reeves out to Page. Gets past Cooper. Pulls that back here to Reeves. Into Forster-Kasky, and a decent save by Bennett, just squirming it round the corner. Corner to come in. This is only the second time I've used Bennett, I think. Well, at least only the second episode that I've used Bennett in goal. 6'6", of course, the youngster, but we'll have to wait and see if he can pull off some high quality saves, because George Long actually made some extremely good saves for me numerous times throughout the opening 3 quarters of the season. And if don't you even consider giving a penalty for that? Oh, life. Did I get any of the ball? No, I thought I was, because I tried to tackle at that angle. I thought I was the one that poked the ball away. As it turns out, it was the Charlton man that was able to get there. And can I read which way he's going to go? I think he's going to go right. So I will go right. And he has done, and Bennett saves. Oh, I didn't think the penalty reading thing works offline, but apparently it does. I'm glad at that. Thank you very much. Oh, 0-0 still after 18 minutes. Can we go up the other end and really rub it in? Will they miss a penalty? That's a free kick. Will they miss a penalty and then concede at the other end? Hughes will deliver. It's a decent ball in. It's going to drop here to Dimitrov, but the left back can't get his feet sorted in time. Taylor to Kwesi. Man on shoulder. I'll look to get that to Lyle Taylor. Can I drive past the defender? He's got decent pace, Lyle Taylor. He's just not very often actually able to use it properly, which is quite annoying. Still waiting for a decent striker, or even any striker, to come through the youth setup. Taylor will have the shot here. It's a good save by Amos. And it will drop here to Stoyanov, and I'll look for a teammate. We will find Ruben Hara, who will get tackled rather than turning and finding a teammate. But Kwesi gets tackled too. It was strong, but definitely not a foul or a penalty. Half an hour in, still 0-0. Jose. Nice ball into Marshall. No, how have you been beaten at your... There's no point coming out and complaining at your defenders, Bennett, when you've been beaten at your near post like that. So annoying. So annoying. How has he squeezed it in there? 1-0 down. Lyle Taylor. Kwesi's made the run. I can't get the pass off quickly enough though. Taylor back to his feet. And eventually we'll get back in the action towards the forward areas. Work this around centrally to Hara. Drop the shoulder. Will reach a teammate in Dave Walker, but it wasn't intended for him. Can we work something? I think the frustrating thing at the minute is that... Oh, that's a lovely turn by Kwesi. And the finish. No. Great last minute block. The frustrating thing is right now, and you can tell by the way the league table looks, is that we're basically playing in League 1 with players that are of League 2 quality. The first team squad that we had when we first got here, before we even signed any youngsters, was probably just good enough to survive as it was. But the fact that we've brought in loads of like mid-50 or late 50, early 60 signings. Oh, it wouldn't let me change to Kwesi. Oh, it's a League 2 quality squad. So if we can stay up this season, I think we've actually done very well considering the level of player that I have at my disposal. But at this stage, I wouldn't be surprised if we go down. Don't be disheartened if we do find ourselves playing League 2 football next year, because I think this team would play particularly well in League 2. And I think we'd actually have a very successful season if we do end up going down. But I'd obviously very much like to avoid that happening, and I will try my utmost to ensure that it doesn't. We've got half an hour left here in this one, and there's still plenty of time to turn it around. Dave Walker's stolen that off the defender there as well, and I'm going to try and get the ball in the middle, but I've just not got the strength again. Lovely ball around the corner. Unfortunately, it's Ruben Hara that's breaking forward, my CDM, but I'll play this around the corner looking for Lyle Taylor, and I do have Kwesi in the middle. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to find him. I'll look for a teammate now. He's intercepted that very well. Lyle Taylor wins that header. I'll try and bring this down with Dave. He's done well to keep hold of possession, and again the shot blocked. Poor from Oshilaja. He's been letting me down recently, Oshilaja. I might start playing... Oh no, please. Thank you, Bennett. I might start playing Darius Charles at centre-back alongside Bejarano. Just for a few games, because Oshilaja I haven't been getting on with in the past few games. I've made 3 changes. On comes Murray for his debut. I've got Wright now on the right-hand side, and also brought on Forrester on the left, which is a regular change for me. That sums up not just this game, but these past few episodes. The ball that would quite easily and comfortably have set Kwesi away, blocked by a defender, and Lyle Taylor can't finish. Oh, God, help me, please, someone. Please, just give me like an 80 rated player that can actually play football. That would be superb. Here's Reeves. Across the Forster-Kasky. Around the corner, but Cooper will cut that out. Murray will look out wide. Oh, it's not the best of balls, and it's given away. Only 6 minutes to go here. Nice tackle by Forrester. Not strong enough with my midfielder to get there, though. Nice flick around the corner. Zyro came close with a header earlier on, but he's not going to get the ball into the back of the net this time around. Wright will look for Taylor down the line. I wanted to play that into the channel, and he's tried to tuck it inside the defender, which is not what I wanted him to do in the slightest. And now we're on the back foot again. Nikayoze scored their only goal of the game to this point, and it might yet still be the winning goal. 2 minutes to go. Sonny Kaikai down the line. Just, oh, someone please just show some strength. Is that a corner or a throw? It's a corner. Hopefully means they'll commit quite a few bodies forward, though. And maybe we can catch them on the counter. Oh, try to bring that down with Forrest. That's floating towards goal. Right, let's go. Break away. Come on. Counter-attack. Dimitrov. Everybody run in front of me. Run. Run! I'm asking him to run. He's just not. I see the run being made by Kwesi there, but I just couldn't get it to him because he was offside. I see the man arriving at the back post, and we'll cross it towards him, and it's going to drop here, and it's going to drop to Pearce, and they'll clear it, and that will probably be the final action of the game. It's another defeat. It's 1-0 against Charlton. I don't know what happened with Blackpool. They were drawing at half time. They might well. Oh, and they picked up 3 points against Southampton. That might see us into the relegation zone. I'm not sure. Confirmation that Andy Bartram has been sold. He will leave us at the beginning of Season 2, and we'll get a decent whack into the transfer budget from that. We are at this stage, as of recording, at the exact same point that the situation is in real life. Now, Wimbledon are 18th in real life, as we mentioned in the last episode, and are on, actually, 41 points, which is where we would be if we had 41 points in this save. So, in real life, I'm only 2 points worse off than I would be if it was a complete, accurate reflection of the league. And they've lost 17 games in real life as well. They've just won 11 and drawn 8. So, and what's the goal difference? To be fair, goal difference scored 36, and I've scored 39, and they've conceded 47, and I've conceded 52. Goal difference is minus 11 in real life and minus 13 for me here. So it's so very, very close to what's actually going on in real life. Now, we'll simulate this one against Oxford, and then we'll play the 2 away games, and then simulate the final game of the season, game of the month even, against Fleetwood. Oh, I'm desperate for points. I'm really desperate for points. Tiandani's given Oxford a 1-0 lead early on. And as we push into the second half, I have to be honest, I'm not confident of us pulling it back. Stoyanov picks up a yellow card. Mousinho picks up a yellow card. Remember, well, to be fair, I think we got battered, didn't we, last time I played Oxford? Alex Mowat scores a second, and we are most certainly going to be losing that one then. And we're still outside the relegation zone, thankfully. Mackenzie wants to play, but I'll be honest, mate, you are nowhere near good enough. And at present, I need my best possible players on the pitch at all times. At least my best possible youth prospects on the pitch at all times. Of course, as things stand, we do still have a number of IRL players that are better than the youngsters that we have at our disposal. But it is a youth road to glory after all. Rochdale next. Let's see how we get on in that one. Oh, lovely ball out wide here to Wiseman. Ball played in, but Cooper wins the header. Ruben Hara will complete the clearance. Terrible touch by Lyle Taylor, but at least we've gotten it away. Turn off to Dimitrov, go down the line, just play it back and then look inside. Kwesi's made a good run. That's a very good run. It's also an extremely good ball into him too. I'm going to try and pull this back to a teammate. He's kicked it straight at Josh Lillis. And even just seeing Lillis's name has reminded me of how unbelievably well he played against me in the first game between ourselves and Rochdale this season. I can't remember what the score was in that game against him earlier on this year, but I seem to remember Josh Lillis making save after save after save and keeping Rochdale in it. I think we won. I might be mistaken. I think we were still able to get the victory, or at least a point, but we'll just have to wait and see how this one pans out. Walker into Hara. Lyle Taylor's made a great run, and that was who the pass was for, but it didn't reach him. Cooper. Hara, I'm going to drive in infield. He was Stoyanov, and then look out wide to Walker and cross the ball in. And arriving, it's Lyle Taylor actually that's there with a header. Oh, the man behind him probably had a better chance of getting the right power and angle on the header, but Taylor with the effort itself. And it's a good save by Josh Lillis to keep the scoreline scoreless. Walker to Dimitrov. Side to Hara. Here's Stoyanov. Forward to Taylor. Cooper, a bit of space here for right. See the man arriving. And to Lyle Taylor. Taylor with a bit of space. Lyle Taylor off the bar. It's the closest we've come to a goal so far. Dimitrov does very well to drive past the defender. We'll cross it in. It's not the best of balls. I don't know why it went to the edge of the box and not to any of the men that were loitering around the penalty spot or a little bit closer in. I can't believe I've hit the bar. Lyle Taylor's hit the woodwork a number of times for me this season. In fact, he did it in the last episode as well. And Lyle Taylor this time drills wide of the target. Oh, Lyle, please just be better. Nice tackle by Stoyanov. Taylor runs after it. I'm going to have to go backwards though before we can go forwards. To Dimitrov. Down the line here is Walker. Inside there's Hara. Lyle Taylor's free. It's going to drop to Kwesi. Shot blocked. Who's going to get to that first? It's Wiseman. It will be a corner. Putting the pressure on now, looking for the goal to go in front. Another good delivery. Oh, it's cleared. It will reach Kwesi, but not in a position where he can turn and shoot. Here's Stoyanov. Squeezed it out wide here to Walker, who's turned well. Still, I'm going to need to look for support. Here's Lyle Taylor. Oh, I don't know where to go, though. I'm going to play it safe. We'll go out to the right back. Actually, my left back in that position, and now I've lost possession. But we want it back again. Lyle Taylor into Kwesi. Oh, he's so good feet. The turn, the shot, the save. Davis on the run. Dimitrov coming out to him. Ends up running into his teammate. And now Cannon can create something perhaps. Wiseman, he's offside there. But he's left it for Henderson, who was onside. That completely caught me out. Now, was the man that was offside interfering with play in that situation? Pretty sure he was. I don't know what the official ruling is these days. Regardless of what the ruling is, Henderson was definitely onside when the ball was played, and we are definitely 1-0 down, and do not deserve it at all. Alright, out to right. Through the gap there to Kwesi. I need runners. Where on earth is Lyle Taylor? Could go for a 1-2. Could look for Lyle. Oh, Kwesi picks that up. Ruben Hara. Off the post. Lyle Taylor for the rebound. He's onside. Working so hard for every single scrap of grass on this pitch. Ruben Hara desperately unlucky not to get what I believe will be his first goal for the club. But Lyle is on hand to just sweep that home. I'm not enjoying... At the beginning of the series, I was loving Lyle Taylor. I couldn't help but score goals with him. I can't use him right now. I'm just not in very good form with this Wimbledon side at all. But that could be a very important goal. At half-time, Blackpool were winning. So, as things stand, I think we're dropping into the relegation zone even if we avoid defeat. But if we can get a victory, then we should stay outside the relegation zone, and hopefully Blackpool will fall away in the second half, and whoever they're playing will be able to come back at them. Oh, bless me. Oh no, Quezzy playing in Harry Forrester in behind. Can we build on the sneeze? Maybe. Forrester with the delivery. Quezzy's there with a header. Oh, we've built on the sneeze! Quezzy makes it 2-1. He doesn't score many goals for me, but that is so good. From the edge of the box. Brilliant header. I don't know what's happening with the goal mouth. Or the goal frame even. It's glitched out a little bit. They're just up in the air. And the ball almost hits it. Well, it does. It almost gets wedged underneath it. It could actually have gone through the goal and underneath the bottom of it. Wimbledon 2. Rochdale 1 in a 7-minute second half turnaround. The power of the sneeze puts us 2-1 up. Here's Cannon. Into Keane. Turns well. Good cross by Keith Keane. No! How has that gone in? 2-2. 6'6", this goalkeeper, and he couldn't reach that. Keith Keane whips the ball into the back post. I don't know where my left back is, but oh, it's painful, 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 painful. Oh, they've pegged us back. It's 2-2. Quezzy out to right, turns well. Oh, tried to squeeze that to Lyle Taylor but couldn't. I think that might well be the last action of the game that we see in an offensive manner, and indeed it is. A 2-2 draw against Rochdale. When we came from 2-1 down, I thought that was it. I thought we'd done enough and we were going to get the victory. I hit the post in that game as well. Dominated proceedings. There were only 2 shots on target of the entire game, and of course they went in. Blackpool did get victory against Southend. I think we're now in the relegation zone. Of course, 4 teams go down in League One. 4. And we are now in the relegation zone. In fact, Blackpool beat Southend, who were also in the relegation zone with them. We are now 2 points from safety, but there are 3 teams that are 2 points from safety. 3 teams on 42. Oldham are a little bit further ahead. Oh, I can't believe I haven't been able to win that game after fighting back from behind, get ourselves in front, and then just 3 minutes later, a looping lucky header. And they pegged us back and we only took a point. Well, upwards and onwards. So Riley and into Wally. And Wally forward to Payne. Overlap again here, Wally. Cross could come in. It doesn't. It does now. Oshilaja, Payne, Nolan. Oh, Bennett, great save. The first time that he's made a really, really top draw stop, Bennett there. Stops them from going 1-0 up early doors. 5 minutes in, corner comes in, keeper's not going to come for it, and... No! You have to be kidding me. I'm here going, clear it! Clear it! Clear it! And he just watches. It's a great header from the corner. And, oh, it's Lyle Taylor. He trips over his teammate, that's why he didn't clear it. Oh, my luck. I'm going to get relegated, aren't I? My luck. Here's a go-go. Looks to slot that through. It's perfectly weighted to Wally into the box, but we clear it away. Nicely done forward to Abdu. Having to start a couple of rotation players here due to international performances. A couple of players, Stoyanov and Dimitrov, the 2 Bulgarians, are away on international duty. That's actually a terrible cross. Oh, it's going to drop to Lyle Taylor. And the keeper makes the save. I just tried to sweep it home there. It's desperately unlucky not to actually get that into the back of the net. I find Lyle Taylor with this through ball though, and he's getting away from one defender, but there's still a number with him. I'll cross this towards the back post. I think Walker was offside anyway. Henderson claims we'll stay 1-0 down for now. Back to Godfrey. Godfrey with the turn. Nice tackle, but still he comes forward. We tackle him again. Right, Lyle, in behind. Get to this, Lyle Taylor. Get to it and drive forward with it. Thank you. Right. Into the box, pull it back. Hughes! Oh! God, Jesus wept. Oh, I can't believe it. Taylor. Let's pull that wide to Walker. Flick that around the corner for Kwesi to run to. Kwesi Appiah in the box. Kwesi Appiah! There's the finish. We're level again. Oh, that's actually really nicely done by Kwesi. I'm pleased with that finish. I thought when he was on his left foot and the angle was that acute that it was going to horribly fluff it up. But actually, that is one of the best finishes that he's popped up with all year. Kwesi stepping up to the plate. His 9th goal of the league table. Hopefully his 10th. Might give us a 2-1 win here, maybe. Thank you. To Walker. Kwesi around the corner to Taylor. I think this. And Hughes will get on the end of it. Hughes in the box. Smack it across the box. Oh, it wasn't really smacked, was it? He barely even kicked it. Taylor shows good strength then. We've won it back. And we'll turn. And we'll find Hara. Who will find Walker. Who can't do anything and it's half time. Wally. Driving. Come on. Yes, Mackenzie. Oh, he's tried his best. Here's Wally. Skews that back there to Payne somehow. Who's still coming. And across into... No! Oh, if that had flown in, I'd have been furious. Abdu, squeeze it through that gap. Nicely looking for Forrester, who could play the 1-2. And Kwesi will play him in round the corner. Harry Forrester racing away. I've got people in the box to aim for. I'm going to pull it back here. And oh, no! How has he done that? God, this is getting as tense as the end of the Southampton first season as well, where we were trying to avoid relegation. Getting so flustered with everything that doesn't go my way. Did well to win the header, Cooper, but only gave it straight back to Shrewsbury. And now there's space here through the middle for a go-go. Oh, Bennett, what a save. I didn't look that comfortable for him, but Alex Rodman's gone off and they've made a change. I've only had 4 shots in this game. I was much more creative against... No! God, the post. I was much more creative against Rochdale and still annoyed I didn't win that game, to be honest. Here's Sadler. Back there to Hara. Wide to Cooper. It's just every time I get a man on the ball, there's always a Shrewsbury man right next to me. Hughes has turned very well. Nobody really committing in the middle, though. They all just stood there waiting for something to happen. Nobody making an active run to draw the eye so that I could then pass it to them. Kwesi's done well there. We'll look for Taylor. Lyle Taylor goes down. Nothing given. 15 minutes to go. Murray into Taylor. Go for the 1-2 with Kwesi. Lyle Taylor. Blocked. And cleared away by the goalkeeper. In fact, I'm not even sure he'll be able to keep that in. He has done well to do so. Only 2 minutes added on at the end of this game. I mean, it will or could end up being a very vital point, as could the one against Rochdale. And to be fair, I don't suppose I deserve the win from this game. Although I don't think I deserve defeat either. We've done well to get a foot in there, and that might be it from the referee and is. I don't deserve a win from that, but I definitely deserve the win from the game against Rochdale. I'm desperately unlucky. And still incredibly frustrated not to have gotten it from that game. Blackpool drew, so they will stay above us. And I can't remember off the top of my head who the other teams were. I need to take a keen interest in who the other teams around us are, don't I? So we have Southend, Blackpool, Walsall, Rotherham. Southend, Blackpool, Walsall, Rotherham. I mean, Oldham aren't necessarily safe. There's only 6 points between us and Walsall, and Oldham, sorry. And who do we face in the final few games? Donny, Scunthorpe. We play Walsall and Oldham, and we have Wigan and Bury. I have no idea how this season's going to end. Dave Walker's out for 5 days. That's manageable. Right, I'll have a quick train, and then we'll advance towards that game against Fleetwood, where I am hoping that we can get 3 points. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed, by the way, and subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. I have no idea what's going to happen if we get relegated. I'd like to think that I'll keep my job. I mean, if I lose my job, I'm screwed, really. With the Road to Glory series, I'd have to start again. But we get a scouting update here as well. Ewan Wright wants to play. He's on the bench initially. Let's have a look. Young, 65 to 81 in the midfield. I can now adjust budgets. I don't know what happened, but I made some money somewhere. I don't quite know how. Maybe there was a game on television or something. I'm not sure. It didn't tell me. I will... do I? I'm going to wait. I think because I've got such little amount of money left, I'm going to wait until there's someone that I definitely want to get. Someone that just, you know, screams, you must sign me. 65 to 83, I'm going to say no. 58 to 74, I'll say no. 48 to 66 is a definite no. 55 to 75 is a definite no. 69 to 93 is a maybe. 52 to 70. He's got 180. Oh, sorry, 160 valuation. So he might be a little bit higher, Lucas McKeith. But I'm not really looking for right back, like wing backs right now. I want forward. I want strikers and centre backs. I mean, he could be a centre back. I don't know. I can't tell his height. Oh, sorry. I can tell his height. I can't tell his position properly yet. 73 to 94 intrigues me. Lewis McKinley, £200,000 valuation currently, and he's 6 foot tall as well. 60. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. And the 91s we'll wait for. We'll wait another month and see what happens after that. Right, Fleetwood. This is so important, this game against Fleetwood now. A win would be huge. A win would be absolutely massive for us. I think after this game, the next episode will be the final gameplay episode of the season before we have a season roundup. Tomorrow we will find out whether we stay up or whether we go down. And at present... Oh, Quizzy! I'm not sure which it'll be. But if we can see this out, it would give us a fighting chance. And we have seen it out. Huge win against Fleetwood. Massive victory for the outlook of this season. We're now just a point from safety. I've got 6 emails. Both saying we're not on track. I agree. We're not on track. Which one is it? Oh, a financial thing. Keep salary growth under 20%. Current growth 0. Okay. Well, there's not much I can do about that. Player injured. Dimitrov is out for 7 days. That's manageable. Right. Youth Scout report available. 74 to 92. So right back though, I've already got so many wing backs. 71 to 91. I need to know his position really. I'm not going to call anyone up unless I know exactly what position they're playing in. 72 to 92 looks decent, but if he's 17 and he's going to be maximum of 48 rated, I'm going to reject. Again, similarly here, 60 to 84 is a no. That's going to be a no. 67 to 93 is a maybe, although 31 to 43 rated, I'm going to say no. He's only 15, he could still grow. 17, I'm going to wait until I can see exactly what position he is for committing to a yes or a no there. And, there is the end of... the way things are going to go. Right, we'll have one more train and then I'll show you the league table. This is... I thought I'd gotten all of my stressful FIFA out of the way once we finished Season 1 with Southampton. I just haven't. Bennett now, I think I'm going to stop training now. He's into the 70s. Although, to be fair, he hasn't exactly been much better than Long. But this is the state of the table. With 6 games to go as we head into the next episode where we will have our season decided. We're 2 points clear of Southend, 1 point away from Wimbledon, 3 points behind Walsall and Rotherham, and 5 points behind Oldham. And we do have to play Oldham and Walsall tomorrow. Help me. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more. I'll see you next time.